I think the most touching thing about this trip is that um, everyone has been so willing to help me, especially when they found out that I was moving here. So I met a lot of teachers in Kaohsiung, and they were messaging their friends in Taipei and saying, "Oh, we'll help you find an apartment." And everyone was just so willing to help and said, like, message me if you have any problems and I can help even though I'm in Kaohsiung. And so that was really touching. Makes me feel like even though I'm moving here alone, that I'm not really going to be alone.
My name is Inslee Griffin. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I go to Hardin Valley Academy.
Hello, my name is Coleman. I'm a senior in high school, and I'm about to go to college.
Okay, my name is Daniel. I'm from Tennessee in the United States, and I'm here in Taiwan for the first time in my life.
My name is Brooke Pennington, and I am an English teacher in the US, but I have just moved to Taiwan to be an English teacher here.
I'm Sarah Hasty. I don't know what else to say.
It was very exciting, but a little bit nerve-wracking. I never left the country before, so this was a big leap to go from never leaving the country to being away from my family for 2.5 weeks. But it's been very exciting.
I feel, pretty grateful to have this opportunity to go again, and for all that we do. I think it's a really great trip, and I'm really happy to be here.
It was really exciting because I've wanted to come visit for a long time, but this was the first opportunity I've had, and it's always really nice getting to see the different types of transportation, and all the different foods are also very good. So that's one of my favorite things.
The second time. Actually, this is my third time. And how did I feel? Well, it was different because this time I wasn't going to leave. And so I think that was the biggest thing, is this third time. I kept thinking, I'm so happy I don't have to leave this time.
How do I feel coming for the first time?
Yes.
I don't know, it's interesting. It's interesting because, for example, where we live, it's much more suburban, and this is much more like even the smaller places, more like the city, except maybe Canting. But I don't know, I guess excited.
I would say the student life, because they're at school from 8 to 5, and they might go home for a little while and then go back to school, and that's very different compared to us, since we're just done at 3:30 and then we go home.
I think the biggest difference for me is I used to be going places. I feel like America, I never use, there's no metro systems in Tennessee, I don't use that. I drive myself everywhere, but here, I'm taking a metro or I'm taking a train. It's a lot different, especially for me because I drive every day in America.
One of the big differences is it seems like the food is a lot more affordable to go out to restaurants and eat, which is great. And I think that there's also a big emphasis on public transportation, which is really convenient and seems like it's better for the environment. Whereas where I'm from, everybody drives their own car. So that's a big difference.
I feel like for me, the biggest difference is that Taiwan, at least what I've seen, there seems to be a big sense of community. Everyone feels a sense of closeness to the idea of Taiwan. They're proud of their country and love showing off their culture. And in the US, I don't see that as much. Maybe you see individual areas that are very proud of their culture. Where I come from in Appalachia, some people are really proud of Appalachian culture, but as a whole, there's not really a united idea of what US culture is. And so it makes people feel very distant even within the same country. But in Taiwan, I feel like everyone feels connected.
What's the biggest difference?
Yes.
Hmm. I don't know. I feel like Taiwan, in, like a lot of things they do, they're much more like efficient, and I guess they're a lot more about like convenience. Like we have a little bit of that in the U.S., but I don't know. We don't put much importance in it, I guess, when we should. But and I would say also like, well, maybe it's a little bit more different in the bigger cities, but I feel like in a lot of the US you really have to rely on just cars or bikes. Like, we don't have access to all the like public transportation. But yeah,
Touching thing, I'd have to say, also my host family, they were very like welcoming of me, and they made me feel at home and like I was their son. So that was really touching.
I think the most like touching thing for me was the host family. I mean, they let me in their house for like a week, and they would take me everywhere, feed me, pay for me. I think that was definitely the most touching thing. And being at the high school, I think, too.
That's a good question. It seems like everywhere we've been, all of the businesses and restaurants and new friends have been very warm and welcoming, and that's been very touching for me, is how friendly everyone is to foreigners.
Oh my goodness, let's see. I think the most touching thing about this trip is that everyone has been so willing to help me, especially when they found out that I was moving here. So I met a lot of teachers in Kaohsiung, and they were messaging their friends in Taipei and saying, "Oh, we'll help you find an apartment." And everyone was just so willing to help and said, like, message me if you have any problems and I can help even though I'm in Kaohsiung. And so that was really touching. Makes me feel like even though I'm moving here alone, that I'm not really going to be alone.
most impressive.
Or catch
Like maybe something like I really enjoyed.
Mhm.
So I went to, I hope I'm saying this right, to the Fo Guangshan temple and like museum. And in there was this like jade Buddha statue, and there was like these walls that were like carved. I think they were made from Calfor, which was like the big wood in Taiwan. But they were made and encrypted, and it was, I don't know, it was probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. In all honesty, it should, I couldn't take a photo of it though.
Like a 9 out of 10.
9.
Mhm.
Why?
Oh, the people are very nice here, and I feel like they have everything down to like a science. Like their systems are like very systematic about things, I guess.
I probably have to give it like a 9.5 because I think 10 is perfect. I don't think anything's perfect, so I'd give it a 9.5 because I really enjoy it.
Oh, 10, 11, 12. Definitely 10, definitely 10. It's been a great time so far, and I'm excited for the other activities we have planned.
If I had to only give 10, it would be 10 out of 10, but I would definitely say it's 100 out of 10. I decided to leave my whole life and move here, so definitely the best.
Say a 9.
Say to the camera like 我爱台湾.
Well, Taiwan.
Well, Taiwan.
Well, Taiwan.
Well, Taiwan.
Well, Taiwan.